Today's video is brought to you by the novel 9/10. 9/10 is more than just a thriller. It's a sobering and all too real look at the end of the road we've already begun to travel. And I applaud the author for a job well done in presenting it. Easily one of the top 5 independent novels I've read, and highly recommended. I've read a lot of books about dystopian societies, and they can really be hit or miss. This one was a hit. Buy the novel today and click the link below. Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Green. You're watching Green Wave TV, alternative media television. Support grows for rogue cop killer Christopher Dorner. And I think the question many of us are asking is why? We're seeing growing support through social media websites, Twitter, different types of hashtags saying, "Go, Dorner, go." This is very much a movie in real life vigilante scenario where Christopher Dorner is now taking matters into his own hands and he's killing people. Now look, in no way do I support violence, in no way do I support the actions of Christopher Dorner, but what I want to dig in today is why is America showing so much support for him? Because I don't think we've seen such racial divide and such tensions since the days of Rodney King. And I think it's a testament to our society, and it says something about the current state of affairs in America today. When we look at America, we see growing mistrust among the public of not just the police department, not just the LAPD, but government officials and big government at large. It's as if the people literally do not trust the government anymore. And rightfully so, because they've given us no reason to trust them. You know, trillions of dollars of bank bailouts in 2008 and broken promises and endless wars and lies about weapons of mass destruction as the reason for the wars in places like Iraq has left America sick to its stomach. And now we have people like Christopher Dorner who very well may have been legitimately wronged by the Los Angeles Police Department, may have very well legitimately been misfired by the LAPD and his life ruined. But that still doesn't mean that violence or two wrongs or another wrong makes a right. But it brings something up interesting because our society tells us that people like Christopher Dorner are insane because he's on a murder rampage, because he's killing people. And who makes those decisions? Because our federal government is making those decisions all day, every day, all day long, deciding who lives or dies. Yet the American public don't find the government insane. We don't find our president insane for willfully killing people overseas that they say are our enemies. So why is Christopher Dorner insane? Why is a man who is on a murder rampage today taking matters into his own hands in a real-life falling down scenario? This is almost like a Hollywood movie. Why is he insane? Why has he lost his mind? And who decides who lives or dies? What's obvious is that the Los Angeles Police Department, the LAPD, wants Christopher Dorner dead, having opened fire in 2 separate incidents on innocent civilians without first identifying who these people were, literally unloading dozens of rounds of ammunition on a 70-year-old and her daughter. And in a second incident, opening up on some dude driving a pickup truck that didn't even really match the description of Dorner's vehicle. The question is why? What is the LAPD hiding? Why do they want this guy dead? Why do they not want to take him alive? And so I don't think Americans are finding it any kind of surprise that there's corruption at the LAPD, that there's racism. And you know what? The more that Christopher Dorner, the more time that he buys, the more time he's at large, and that he's playing this Jason Bourne disappearing act, makes me wonder if this guy even exists in the first place. If this just isn't one gigantic manipulation and psyop by the federal government focused on gun control as a reason to confiscate weapons here in the United States of America. Here we have a cop killer calling for gun control, supporting the actions of Obama's 23 executive orders, supporting the actions of Joe Biden, identifying himself with people like Anderson Cooper and Charlie Sheen, using weapons, silencers, AK-47s, weapons of self-defense to kill people, not just cops, but innocent civilians on this war rampage, telling us and pitching to the public that, hey, let's get rid of our guns. Yeah, let's take guns away from the people so cops can shoot us, so cops in the LAPD can shoot a dozen rounds into the back of our pickup truck when we're 70 plus years old, delivering newspapers with our daughter? There's now a bounty on Christopher Dorner's head of $1 million, the largest bounty I think the LAPD has ever put out, or that there's ever been out on one person's head that wasn't a foreign terrorist. And they're treating Christopher Dorner as an American terrorist, using jihadist, Al-Qaeda type methods of war, where he doesn't care if he lives or dies. He is a rogue soldier trained within by the government, now turning against the same people that trained him. And now they have a monster on their hands that they can't control. A monster that they're so afraid of that they're opening fire on innocent civilians in fear of their own lives. So what does this say about America? What does this say about American values and the mood that we have here in the United States and the growing distrust among the American people and the public at large? Is this not a total breakdown in our society? Is this not a total fragmentation of morality and trust on a government level and on a level that maintains and is supposed to maintain order in a society? And who decides who lives or dies? Our government, our elected officials, our president, or Christopher Dorner? I'm Christopher Green. You've been watching Green Wave TV, alternative media television, and I just delivered the Daily Wave. Hard-hitting and in your face. And if you like this video, please share it worldwide. Subscribe to us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, connect with us on Twitter, and get it out to the viewing public. Peace. Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Green. You're watching AMTV. Please get this out to all news outlets, all of your friends and family. This is major. I have been racking my brain the past 24 hours. I've had very little sleep trying to figure out why is a bomb